The Korg Cross architecture uses EDSI and REMS, which are the starting points for creating both its sounds and its effects. Sadly, this already means nothing to the layman, and even Googling these terms tells you very little. So let's try and explain them, and I'm going to start with the term synth architecture, what that means and why it's important. Well, architects normally design buildings. Synth designers do the same. Hence the rather grandiose term synth architects or synth architecture. The designers, or architects, select and design the electrical components that make up a synth and determine how they go together to produce that instrument's sounds. This is important because if we know how a synth is built, how the components are ordered and what they all do, we can figure out how its sounds are created and understand what it takes to create our own sounds. Let's start with EDSI. Well, that means Enhanced Definition Synthesis. This is Korg's own term, and it's just Korg's description of how the sounds are generated. In practice, the thing we need to know is that Korg uses recorded samples of real instruments and other sounds to create the sounds that you can select and play. And it's got a number of additional synthesizer components attached to that, which can be used to mould and shape those sounds further. We'll talk about samples shortly, and then we'll explain the way that the synth components can be used to manipulate, mangle, mess with the sounds that you can create. But first we're going to look at REMS.